So hello everyone and welcome to our very last session just before the summit, which will start, well, at least even less than 1 month. And as we're recording this session, I would like to ask you to keep your microphone shut off and also the camera switched off. And let me quickly check if we have everyone in here. Okay. So maybe Karen, you can switch to my camera because I just see the shared screen. Well, at least you can see me from a little picture now. So hi and welcome everybody. On this session, we want to give you like the latest updates to our summit. In the previous Insight, we already told you a bit on the topics that we will deal with on the summit, like robotics, AI, and so much more. And today we're also giving you information on what you can expect on the summit and also some practical information. So let's start with the Plugg session that we will have on this summit. And I would like to ask my colleague Anastasiia to tell us what covers the name Plugg session and what we can expect.
Thank you, Vera. Hello all. Welcome to our Insight series. And just in a minute, I will share slides. So as you know, maybe you saw already on website that our program is quite huge. There is a lot of tracks and different opportunities. Today we are talking exactly about business creating opportunities. So we want to give some highlights on some specific sessions, specific tracks, which can be very useful for you, especially for creating some partnerships. And one of these opportunities, it's our like fresh format Plugg session. It's one of the tracks at our summit, which will be happening in the main hall in Festival. It's, you can see on the slide, it's this festive area. It will be full of different sections like stage, high tables for networking, chapels for workshops, and as well different program on these locations. And Plugg session aimed to merge providers and users. So we invite their system integrators, solutions providers, iHub, digital innovations hubs, investor, and public admins and user organizations. So this will be the platform for everyone to check some solutions, to see what can be interesting for your company, for your organization, or for your city, and to understand how to use it and to build some partnership. And in this concept, we have different opportunities for startups, accelerators, solution providers, platform builders, iHubs, and others who will be pitching their best offerings and get plugged to those searching for helping hands and final solutions. And we will provide 10 minutes speech. It's already planned, this program. So for everyone who join in, it will be a good opportunity to listen, to see these companies, these providers, and as well to visit some workshops in the same area, which also will be explaining some opportunities. And as well, we will have a big area for further business talks. So when you see someone on the stage, a solution which you liked, you can directly start talking, start matchmaking, and we will provide a big open space for best matchmaking and business talks. So this is just like general overview, and of course our Plugg session will have some separate sessions, which my colleagues also will explain you more. Some of them dedicated to accelerators, some to iHubs, and as well more about matchmaking opportunities. In general, I encourage you to use exactly this format for building your partnership and for checking all providers which can be interesting for your area of business. So thank you, and I transfer it to Vera and then to my other colleagues to give you more insights about specific topics which you can take from Plugg session.
Thank you, Anastasiia. And well, there's another opportunity that some of you already know from past summits. At this summit, we will have again a matchmaking area where you can meet several people. And my colleague Tonya, she prepared everything, and she's the one you can also contact if you want to join the matchmaking. So Tonya, could you please tell us about how I can, well, make my match?
Thank you, Vera. Yes, of course. I'm here to explain to all of you how we work the matchmaking. And now I'm going to share my screen. And okay, so yes, I will explain how we'll work the matchmaking and in general what you can find in the Plugg session. So business strategy, funding, and matchmaking. So these are the topics of the Plugg session in the first day. And so what we are preparing is, of course, a session where primarily the target groups are startups, SMEs, but also global enterprises and accelerators are part of these sessions, with different rules and with different presentations, but all these target groups will be involved in the Plugg session and matchmaking. Related the accelerators, so we usually have this session together with the partners of FIWARE, the accelerator partners. At the moment we have 10, and here you can see all the partners of FIWARE, the accelerator partners that are involved in the creation of the.
Tonya, are you sharing something, because I think we don't see anything?
Yes, I'm sharing, but I try again.
At least I don't see anything.
Okay, let me share again. Okay, now you see my screen?
I don't see it. Maybe one of my colleagues can say if they see it. Maybe only I have a problem.
No, I can't see anything also.
Okay.
Okay, let me see. Just 1 second. Okay, let me try again. Sorry for this tech inconvenience.
Maybe Karen can then share it. Can you send her a link and she can open it, or it's just on your PC?
No, it is in the folder with all the presentation. So because I don't know why you don't see my screen.
Well, then maybe just keep on explaining a bit, because the content that you give us verbally is also very good.
Yeah, I would like also to share the screen. Just one second, because maybe, okay, yeah.
No, it's not good for your head.
So I don't know why you don't see my screen. So it's strange, because I share, but it's like Okay, no one. I don't know if Karen can share.
Hey,
Yes, now
screen.
the screen's there.
Okay, I don't know if Karen can share the screen.
I think she's sharing now.
Tonia. I'm sharing, Tonia. So, Clara, so you can go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, I don't see your screen in any case. Okay, in any case, so I can. So I'm in the slide number 3. So I'm sharing at the moment. I'm talking about the accelerator partners are part of the session, and yes, and these accelerators are also involved in the creation of the sessions. Therefore, we cooperate together to create the best sessions for with this specific target. So topics that are interesting for SMEs and startups. So in the slide number 4, you can see some of the successful outcomes we have already done in the past from the together with the activities or with accelerators. So we at the moment we are in contact with more than 20 more accelerators. So we have around us already 15 startups that are involved in the acceleration program we have with the partners. And during the summit, we have a moment where we present open calls, funding opportunities, etc. So in the slide number 5, I explain here what the Plugg session is. So what do you expect for this session? And for sure, in these sessions we have the top speakers, experts in funding, and also experts in business opportunities. And each of these partners that are part of the accelerator program, but not only, we have also experts came from other contexts, will explain how generating new business relationship, how accelerating skills development, how growing your knowledge network, and of course what are the best innovative projects and open calls where SMEs can be involved, and we have also the matchmaking to go in depth more in these specific topics. So the Plugg session will be from 4 till almost 5. And we have in these sessions all the visions about the business opportunities. So all these top speakers will talk for 10 minutes on the opportunities can offer to the startups, funding opportunities, free technical training, so business trainings, any kind of projects where SMEs can be involved. So it is a very moment where you have the chance to grasp immediately some important open calls or funding that is useful for your business. In the slide number 7, I explain here how it is how works the matchmaking. As Anastasiia said at the beginning, the matchmaking event, it is a moment where you can have the opportunity to book 20 minutes together with one of the experts we have involved in the matchmaking. And we have David Soane from Funding Box, and will explain all the opportunities related funding, and you can have you can talk with him for 20 minutes and grasp any information you need, and also start with a first relation. Then we have Margherita Volpe from Zabala. Zabala is specialized in funding and consultancy. And they also are involved in several activities for the part of consulting. So for any SMEs that would like to apply to the direct funding of the European Commission, allocated for the SMEs, and they do this kind of services. Then we have at DIH, we have Irene Provvidenza from FIWARE Nova Hub, so one of our FIWARE IAP. And they are promoting some business development trainings for all the startups and SMEs who would like to become a FIWARE, they would like to develop FIWARE solutions. And of course, they also motivate you as a DIH in doing business and how to do it. Then we have Clara Pezzuela, so our Vice President in FIWARE for EU funding, and she will also explain what we do in a specific session, but she's also involved in the matchmaking, and it's related EU funding. And then we have Alexander Vergleski. Sorry if my pronunciation is not the best, and he is part of Vienna Business Agency, so one of the organization is hosting the FIWARE Global Summit together with the city of Vienna. And of course, also in this case, we have advice on, you can have advice on technologies and funding. So what I suggest is to book your appointment soon, because we have already received a lot of booking, and so already people that came to the summit are interested in the matchmaking. Of course, we have 1 day and a half, maybe less, of matchmaking, therefore we don't have enough space for all of you, for all the participants of the summit. So be faster of others and book your appointments. And in the slide number 7, you can see how will work the matchmaking. So we have in this great and magnificent festal hall we have of the city of Vienna. And here you can see how it works. So we have these tables, and you can have this matchmaking in this nice area. And in the slide number 8, you can see how the Plugg session can be booked. The matchmaking can be booked. And there are 3 ways. Or you go to the website, and there is a specific session matchmaking event, and reserve your slot. So you can go there, and you can find some info and already the link to book your appointment. Then you can go in the FIWARE website detailed agenda, and you can find the detailed agenda of the matchmaking, so the objective, what we will do, and then there is also the form to book your appointments. Or you can go directly to the form that you can find in the in emails, so in the slides that we send for this marketing roundup call, and there is this specific form where you can directly book your meeting. My suggestion is to go to the website, see the detailed agenda of the matchmaking, and reserve your appointments. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Tonia. This was a lot of information, and I can just recommend you to join this matchmaking. It's really going to push you and your business a bit forward. And one of our insight session we dedicated to the topic, at least a part of the insight we dedicated to data spaces. And as there were some people missing at that session, well, maybe Lydia, you can give us at least a little information what to expect when we have setting new strategies and making business with data spaces put into our agenda at the summit.
Yes, of course. Can you hear me well? And I think that now you can see my screen. Okay, so if you are interested in knowing more about the latest trends in data spaces and how FIWARE actually plays a crucial role in making them become a reality, so I would encourage you to join this session on making data spaces happen on Monday, 12th of June between 4 and 6 p.m. The expectation is to go beyond an overall vision of data spaces and dive deep into recent data spaces business alliance technological convergence specifications. So the DSBA specifications and elaborate on the concept of FIWARE Data Space Connector, and of course learn about interesting projects and data spaces run by members of the FIWARE community. So there will be a great exchange there, and of knowledge, and of course business opportunities. So come and get insights and details of this increasingly strategic area of data spaces. Thank you. Back to you, Vera.
Thank you, Lydia. So I just recommend you to go to the session. We heard already a bit of the topics that will be in the session, and I would also advise you to go to our website. We're constantly updating it. You can find the program, you can find speakers on there, you can see this little abstract what the sessions are about. So if you want to plan your trip, I highly recommend you to go to the website. It really helps you. And well, now I may present you one of our corifees here at FIWARE. Her name is Angeles, and many of you know her from being the main organizer for the last summit, which we had on the Great Canary Island. And for a while, she's now our main responsible person for the iHubs. And this is also a topic that we will bring at the summit. So Angeles, what can you tell us about the iHubs and what is behind bringing local business together?
Okay, thank you, Vera, thank you all. I will say hello for a minute, and I will try to share my screen first of all, and you will let me know if you can see it. Can you see something?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I will try to go fast because our sessions, as part of the FIWARE Global Summit Plugg session, will take place on Tuesday 13. By the way, this date is not correct. On Tuesday 13, and yeah, we will start at 9 a.m. and we will finish after lunch at 2:30. I will go very, very fast to try to explain to you very, very, very quickly why or what drives us, the FIWARE Foundation, to run FIWARE iHubs. All of you are familiar with the FIWARE vision and goals. And one of the goals is to create a community that can engage us in what we want to build all together. Okay, so the FIWARE iHubs strategy, the aim of this network is to contribute to this ecosystem that can be used. Same as the FIWARE technology as a global middleware, acting local and thinking global. This is how FIWARE is creating the iHub network worldwide to support companies locally, cities and developers and universities. We have different kind of partnerships and associations to easy this access to open source technologies, and of course to supporting business development and community building. I'm explaining this just to understand the focus of this summit, that is to discuss how collaboration is possible. A FIWARE iHub works in a similar way as the Digital Innovation Hubs or European Digital Innovation Hubs. You are familiar with them. The difference is that, well, we think that FIWARE is the way to make a real impact in the society and the market. The FIWARE iHubs network disseminate and contribute to these middleware technologies and contributes to a network of integrators as well to implement these services. These services are part of the FIWARE marketplace that can be quite relevant for any DIH or European DIH in Europe and, of course, beyond Europe. to link up with this ecosystem of technology and service offerings. And they can do this without the need to discover the partners themselves. FIWARE has, I think that now more than 600 members, and all of them, they contribute together to create impact stories, use cases in smart cities with more than 350 cities, and now more than 155, I think, reference that we will present in our FIWARE Summit. So at the end, we are here, and this is a basis for the FIWARE iHubs, because we propose a model where there is no any standard. We are proposing a common language, and this is quite very well understood in local communities. Imagine regions where they do not have easy access to technologies, or maybe they do not have enough resources. And FIWARE is publicly available, is free for all, forever. That means that anyone, any actor can benefit from our technology. So the FIWARE iHubs at the end belong to this global network. Most of the members, some of the companies, organizations, members of the FIWARE Foundation are operating a FIWARE iHub, sorry. And in the FIWARE Summit, we will present the current 33 FIWARE iHub, and we will welcome 5 new more iHubs in America, in Spain, in Finland, and I think that that's it. Here I wanted to offer a view on the countries and the cities where we have FIWARE iHubs, and the planned new locations, because the summit is upcoming, and these new locations, we say planned, but indeed are FIWARE iHubs that we are expecting to join us before the end of the year 2023. Yeah, our network, you can see here an overview on the countries. We speak 10 languages. Of course, we use the English, and as any other digital innovation hub, you know that we have different business structures. Basically, in our network, we have public-private partnerships, non-profit organizations, governmental or public organizations, and private companies as well. Going into the FIWARE Summit specifically, we will present, sorry for the number, because at the end, one of the FIWARE iHubs is connected to the ministry, and they cannot announce during the summit, so they will do afterwards. We will present 5 new iHubs in Canada, Finland, US, and Spain. And yeah, the focus areas, because you know that the FIWARE iHubs work in different domains, but the focus areas of these new iHubs are cities, agri-food, tourism, and communities. The sessions, we will have 3 different parts within the Plugg sessions. The first one is focused on cross-border collaboration at the core of digital transformation. The objective of this session is to get an overview on the current innovation ecosystem promoted by the Digital Europe program, such as European DIHs, but as well digital innovation hubs. We will have with us Innovate. This is a digital innovation hub in Vienna. We will have a panel discussions with representatives of the member states to understand how this funding is shared with the European digital innovation hubs at the regional level. And we will have the presence of many projects connected to digital innovation hubs, of course, and as well as the voices of the people running these hubs. The second part, from 10 to 20, more or less 20 past 10 to 11, half past 11, will be focusing how the FIWARE hubs are empowering these local presence of FIWARE communities worldwide. We will discuss on 3 different working groups led by different FIWARE IHUBs. The first one is focus on how to improve collaboration in the FIWARE IHUBs ecosystem. The working group 2, following the Living in EU principles, will talk about or discuss about sustainable digital transformation in cities and communities in Europe. And the third one will discuss on collaborative value proposition building. The last session after lunch will welcome the experience from our IHUBs. Each FIWARE IHUB bring added value to local communities in a different way. We will have Christopher Tate from Red Hat that is collaborating with Boston University in a new iHub in Massachusetts. We will have Anthony Casano from the Pleiades Hub, IoT Innovation Cluster in Greece. We will have Susei Sasano from iHub Base in Japan. And, well, Lisandra Tamayo from La Lonja, the first FIWARE iHub focus in ports, and the experience of FIWARE Space that is creating a huge ecosystem in Extremadura, in Spain, in Badajoz specifically. And we will have as well Matthew Lenay from the Digital Ubiquity Capital. This is a new iHub in Canada, Mindful Tech Institute in Canada, that they will explain what they are going to do from a venture capitalist view. So we have many actors. This is just a picture of some of the speakers that we will have. Of course, some of the iHub will be participating in other sessions because, as I said, all of them are contributing to other mission support committees in the FIWARE Foundation, focus on cities, agri-food, etc. And that's it, I think. Sorry if I took, I think, 10 minutes.
Thank you very much, Angeles. So when I saw your slides, I could see one of the planned iHubs is Vienna, and Vienna is also going to be, oh, well, they are our host of the next summit. And I will try to share my screen. Is it working? Let me quickly check. So Tonya wasn't the only one having problems today with sharing her screen. Let me, oh no. Karen, would you please share the presentation that I was sending you and slide, let me have a look. Slide 25, because when I want to share the screen, it does want me to restart the meeting, which wouldn't be in our favor. So while Karen is looking for the link, I would also, I just read in the chat what Tonya wrote, so I can also advise you, if you want to join the matchmaking, hurry up, be one of the first getting a spot, because the sooner we go to the summit, the less spots are left. I'm very confident that we will book it out, all out at the event. So could you please open the link?
Yeah, I'm on it, sorry.
Yeah, no problem. So even 2 years past the lockdowns, we're all still struggling a bit. So I hope you don't have the problem I had, that some buttons just disappeared. Ah, perfect. So just right after the summit, we will have, I hear someone. Could you please mute your microphone? Thank you. I think it's still loading. Well, anyways, I can
Yes.
also tell you something
Sorry,
like.
it's working slow today.
Okay, so well, we will not only have the summit in Vienna, we will also have technical training where I would like to, no, it's number 25, where I advise you to go to. It will start on Tuesday, so you can also join the first day. But participating in the training, you have to be, no, 25 is okay. You have to have a ticket to the summit. And right after the summit, we will have an after summit program. And this is called German speaking community meeting. So in many countries, we do have a very strong FIWARE community, and especially in Austria, the community is very strong. They meet on a regular basis, they exchange, they work on ideas. And so since we are in Vienna, we thought it would be a nice idea to gather the German-speaking communities all together, and therefore we have this networking meeting on the 14th of June. It's right after the summit. Doesn't have a real connection to it. You can join, but it will be all in German, all presentations and also networking. But you're very welcome to come and join. So we will have Vienna Business Agency also telling us about their plans with the iHub, and we will have our data queen, per se. Her name is Brigitte Lutz. She will accompany me with moderating, and Clara, who will also present a bit in this call, she will give us an update on fundings in Europe, which are relevant for the German-speaking community and the German-speaking countries. And we will also have Michael Golland speaking from Hypertegrity, and he will explain us how they work from a big urban platform and sizing it down to a small urban platform for a little village, which is in Germany. Because we thought we are promoting a lot about the big cities, and we all now know what people need there, what you need for city planning. But we don't have too much on smaller cities and villages, so Michael will give us an impression how this works, how to size down. And yes, so one of the participants and speaker on the session will be my colleague Clara. And Clara, she's our expert in funding projects. And this is, well, I would like to hand over to you now, Clara.
Okay, thank you very much. So I'm trying to share my screen. I hope that this time it works also for me. Okay, so can you see my screen?
Yes, perfect.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Vera. So yes, I'm going to present a little bit what is going to be in relation to European funding opportunities in the FIWARE Global Summit. So first, I will give you a hint about which is the involvement of FIWARE in EU programs in general, and also then which are or will be the activities that in the summit will be in relation to this European dimension of our activity. And finally, I will invite you to a dedicated workshop for thinking of upcoming projects and proposals. And of course, all of you are invited to it. So just an overview of which kind of programs we are talking about. So, you know, European Commission put in place different types of programs for providing funds to the organizations, to companies, to universities, in order to come up with research and innovation projects. And each program is addressed for different phase of the innovation. So we have from programs like Horizon Europe, which is mostly focused on the pure research and innovation projects, till the local and national projects for setting up infrastructures. So Looking at the European dimension, the three most used programs are the Horizon Europe, which is the most close program to the research. So it's where all the emerging technologies and emerging projects are coming up for bringing new technology. Then we have the Connected Europe Facility program, which is mostly focused on the deploying digital infrastructures in the different countries. And then we have the closer program to the market, which is the Digital Europe program. This is a new program in this last framework program of the European Commission, and which is thought for closing the gap between the research and the real world. So it's mostly focused on the deployment and pilots, bringing these research results into the market. So looking at the Horizon Europe, which is the most research program, it's divided into two different pillars according to different strategic challenges. One pillars are more focused on academia, others more in entrepreneurship, and others more for addressing technical and societal challenges. And just on the corner right down, you can see the overall strategy of Europe about data, where you can see all the different programs working together from a different perspective, from the perspective of setting up the infrastructure, from the perspective of creating the innovation, the research results, and from the perspective of deploying this research into these infrastructures. So this is more or less the programs we are talking about. And just here a few hints about what FIWARE is doing for the members in this regard. So first of all, we are helping them in joining future research proposals. So we are analyzing the different programs and identifying which are the most relevant topics for implementing the FIWARE roadmap technology, and we are then collecting their interest in the different topics and incorporate them into the ongoing consortiums as much as possible. If in the ongoing projects are available open calls for pilots for deploying use cases, we also promote these open calls across the members, so they are the first ones that are aware of these open calls, and then they can apply easily to these open calls for funding. Then we also find synergies amongst the different projects where FIWARE members are involved in order to to avoid overlaps and also to create synergies, to join in workshops, in publications, in research roadmaps. And finally, we keep them updated about all the news about European Commission programs, initiatives, new strategies, new regulations, and so on. So if you are not a member, so I really encourage you to become a member of the FIWARE community, so we can bring you these benefits also to you. So just to give you an overview, this is the current ongoing projects where FIWARE is involved. Is about 20 projects in different programs, collaborating and working with several FIWARE members in all of them. And we use these projects as a leverage work for creating new projects and new proposals. So this is the upcoming topics, the upcoming calls that are arriving in the following months, both for Digital Europe program and for Horizon Europe. We have already identified different topics in these two programs where FIWARE community can be engaged. So, for example, in Digital Europe that is closing on 26th of September, we have identified a topic about CEST, digital product passport, or energy saving, for example. While in Horizon Europe, there are topics closing both in autumn this year, but also in spring next year. And for the different clusters, we have identified topics about digital twins in different sectors, security in data spaces, or zero pollution, farm to fork. And that additionally, also a couple of missions are also open till September, the one for climate and the one for ocean. So this is just an example of the type of information that we would like to bring to the FIWARE Global Summit as well. So this is the list of activities, slots, sessions that are related somehow with the European initiatives. So in the disruptive tech and trend track, there will be different sessions that are really tackling with different topics that can be part of a proposal of a project of one of these European programs. One is about data spaces, but there is also a session about artificial intelligence, or one about metaverse, which are really fitting into these topics that I have just already mentioned. Also, there is a track dedicated to scientific academia and funding projects, especially the session that is talking about tech at the edge is also quite related with some of the topics that just presented in the slide before. There is also one session about digital innovation hubs, which are local innovation poles that are trying to deploy the research technology into the real life, as Angeles has just explained before. And they can be also interested in joining some of these topics that I have mentioned. In the session, there is a session about all the innovation projects where FIWARE is involved right now. Some of them where these projects will be presenting their results that can be the seed, the embryonic idea for a new proposal. And finally, the CEF projects about open data are organizing the final closing workshop also during the summit, and will be also interested in evolving these results into future projects. So looking at these activities, all the attendees to these sessions could be interested in joining the workshop that we have organized on the 13th of June in 1 hour in the middle of the day, in which we will go deeper into this into the presentation of these open topics that I have mentioned, and we will work also in groups to explore ideas for new proposals and for forming potential consortiums for these proposals. So the only thing that I can tell you is come and join to the workshop, and let's look together the future of the innovation around the FIWARE community. So thank you very much. Open for any question.
Thank you very much, Clara. And if you have a look in the group chat, my colleague Tonya was so kind to put a link in there. So Clara is also going to be at the matchmaking, and you can book an appointment with her at the summit and discuss about funding opportunities and how to join, etc. And excuse me. Okay. And well, let's also talk a tiny bit about how you can be visible. I know that a lot of you already booked a spot. Rosema, maybe you can tell us a bit more about the Walk of Fame, what open opportunities we still have. And Karen, I would like to ask you to share your screen for this with the website.
Hi, everyone. So, as you know, during the summit, you will be meeting our keystone sponsors, which are AWS, Amazon Web Services, MSGIS, Resil, Smart City Platform, and of course, Red Hat. And apart from them, we have multiple exhibitors with us, partners like Latitudo, Libelium, and Latitudo, Libelium, and many more. So, and also our project partners like Odala, Interstat are going to be in our exhibition. And because the exhibition was going so successfully and was a great success, we had to organize we reorganized our exhibition a little bit and created 3 more spots for Beethoven package. So it is still an opportunity for our partners if someone wants to still become a part of the exhibition along with these partners. There is still space for them. So, but not for too long. By the end of this week, we finally have to close it. So this is a good news again. If you want to become part of our vibrant exhibition and network and meet your peers during the summit, this is an extra opportunity again. So book with us. You can just send me an email and we are good to go from there. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. So as you see, you could see on our website the sponsors. There are also the links. So if you still want to join us, if you still want to be a sponsor, hurry up. You can just do it till the end of the week. And Karen, maybe you can give us a bit on the updates that we did on the website. So all information on the summit you can find on the website. You can also find your contact persons if you have further questions. And also if you're planning your trip, you can find information on hotels, on also, well, touristy sites that you can visit. We have a lot of great deals from the city of Vienna. Thank you very much. Some tickets we have for free, some we have for discount, and as this is a very interesting, well, cool town, I can just recommend you, if you're staying a little longer, take the time and explore it. But now, up to you, Karen.
Thank you, Vera. Yes, the summit is around the corner. We have been updating our website. Is it full of information, perfect for having all the details of the summit. First of all, I wanted to share with you our detailed agenda. Here you can, we invite you to take a look at all the events that we have, from the matchmaking event to the Walk of Fame exhibition, as well as sessions focused on smart cities, smart water, smart ports, and smart agri-food, among others. There's lots of options for everyone. You can find an abstract here of each session, so you can have an idea of what you're going to find during June 12th and 13th in the Vienna City Hall. Secondly, we wanted to share with you here you can see my other tab, I guess. No, just a second. No. Okay. So now here you can see our keynote speakers. We are delighted to add to our lineup Björn de Wiets, Gerhard Hirzi, Wolfgang Müller, and Bettina Dratz-Ryan to all our previous lineup that were it was formed by Yasser Al-Sayed, Peter Fattelnik, Sophie Proust, Boris Otto, Jonathan Reichenthal, and Florian Tursky. So we will be really happy to listen what they can apport us in the summit. And of course, we can look at the 113 speakers that we already updated to our website. You can find their description and where they are going to participate. So we invite you, of course, to take a look in this landing page, and of course, if you to find yourself here if you are one of our speakers. Additionally, here, sorry. Then we wanted also to share with you more information about the matchmaking event. Here you can reserve your slot. As my colleague was explaining it, but just to remind you that you can go through our website and don't forget to book your one-to-one meeting here. You can also do the same process for the FIWARE technical training because is it needed an extra ticket for attending it. So if it's here, you can find also this part, and there are limited places available, so don't miss your chance. Of course, last but not least, don't forget to take your FIWARE Global Summit ticket, as we are waiting for you to share all this data and information with you, and you can do it easily through our website. Thank you, Vera.
Yeah, thank you very much, Karen. So I highly recommend you, when you plan your trip, go check out the program, check out the session, check out the speakers, so you can plan the 2 days, because they're really packed with a lot of interesting information and sessions and workshops and panel discussions. So as far as I saw it from the agenda, I still don't know where to go. It's so much, and it's also interesting. But also keep in mind that you have the chance to network on the event and also later at the dinner. And yeah, as Karen mentioned, whoever forgot to book a ticket, hurry up. We have a lot of bookings already, and yeah. And with students coming to the summit, I would like to ask you to bring your student card and show it to us when you show your ticket. Well, and for now, I think we gave you so much information. You will also get the slides via SlideShare. We will provide you with this. And on the website, as I mentioned, you can see people from our team you can contact. And if you should ever have a question, don't hesitate, just ask. And well, I would say see you at the summit. I'm really thrilled. I'm really looking forward to it. Can't wait. And I wish you all a very pleasant afternoon. Bye-bye.